Recording. Good day, everybody. Hope that you guys are good. Welcome back to another video. Yesterday's trade ended up panning out so nicely, bro. Look at that. Uh, I did take it out early because we had like a retracement. Let me just run through that real quick. Like, cause on my broker, I mean, yeah, it reached, but then on my broker it didn't. So I was like, rather be safe than sorry. Secure some profits, took it out, and then now smack the trade. Went to the new week opening gap down there, very nicely, very nicely. So yeah, beautiful trade yesterday using the first fair value gap, and yeah, yeah, can't complain. And then we did end up reaching the target I wanted us to reach, which was this daily, that sell side liquidity that we had on the daily time frame. Let me show you guys this. You see that we ended up sweeping this low that I had on the daily time frame very nicely right there. So that was a nice play. One thing I must say, direction wise today, I'm not quite sure, but something gave me a bit of a hint. So when I came to the SP 500, I realized like, whoa, we didn't sweep this low on the S&P 500, so this could be like in a higher time for SMT divergence. So maybe at market open, we might want to see buys to the upside of price, maybe, or prices might continue coming down to the land to the sell liquidity. But I have the midpoint of this in check. This, so I'm eyeballing this midpoint right now. The midpoint of this week, the consequent encouragement of this week, which is please man, which is close to the London low, basically down here. Just fell short of that. So we're gonna have to wait for market open. Let's see what we have. So my mind is kind of on the buy side today, but the thing is, I know that we might just get a continuation to the downside because on the 15-minute, we have this big fair value gap that we have. I'm gonna show you guys that right now. On the 15-minute, we have this fair value gap, this big fair value gap that we have. Uh, Ideally, I think June. I think this end dog should leave. It should be gone now because of the uh this end dog should be gone. Let me just look at the calendar. It's supposed to last for 5 weeks. We got it on the 28th. Oh no, it's still valid. The 28th of June. New week opening gap. No, it is valid. No, okay. No, it's valid. It's valid. I'm bugging. Okay, we have this big fair value gap right over here. So might be a problem. I'm not gonna lie. Because it's really big and it's the most visible one that we have right now, right? And then we do have this small fair value gap. So here's my theory. If price continues, it could go up and do some damage, right? It could go up and do some damage. The London eye is up here, by the way. I just didn't mark it because I didn't want it to. Didn't mark it because like there's a lot going on there. So I was like, oh, it's just gonna create a lot of confusion. So rather not mark it. Um. Oh, I supposed to delete that. Yeah. So we have this midpoint, and you see, as you can see, price is currently respecting that midpoint. So at market open, if price comes back into this 15-minute fair value gap, right? It comes back and respects it. Either let me say it closes below, and then we know we can continue looking for shorts. But if it closes above the halfway point, so if it closes below this, we don't want to go for buy sells. If it respects this midpoint and did some damage, let's say took out the London low and then did some damage, and then we can try to use that for buys, and we know that price will probably inverse this big fair value gap to come together London high that we have there, and then the primary buy side. I would mark this up here, but it's so close to the midpoint of this, so no bearing fruit, just the entry right there as uh um what do you call this, as a the exit rather. So I'm kind of really leaning on buys, but long-term wise, when I'm looking at it like this, we've been selling. Look at that. We've been on a sell. So today we might get a retracement, and then we could use that. And we have news. I genuinely thought we had 8:30 news. Maybe I'm tweaking. Oh, it was Thursday. It was Thursday, but we have news at 2 p.m. So the minutes, the minutes. Um, but yeah, let's just see and market open what happens. We have the obviously the opening range gap, and yeah, let's see what first wants to do. Let's see what price wants to do. So this is the London high right there. This is where the London high is. I just didn't mark it, and price literally just tanked when it touched the opening range gap and the new week opening gap right there. Um, but yeah, we have 3 minutes until market open. We have this 15 minute, and then we have all this nice liquidity to the downside. So it's either number one, we can catch probably a trade to take out this London low, but that would probably be just before the macro or that 15-minute candle, which is something I don't want to do. So probably, let's say we get a first value gap, we use it to inverse for buys, come back up. So that would be a nice play in my mind. So yeah, and I'm trying to generally practice having a bias and sticking to it. Like if price does continue to tank off today, then I know that okay, I'm not taking a trade. It's not going with my bias. It's not going with what I had planned. I just leave it at that. I just don't go with it. You know what I mean? So yeah, I'm really trying to practice that. It's not about instinct, but also experience. And it's okay to not trade because sometimes you feel like, oh, I didn't take a trade. I didn't, you know. Let's go about protecting your capital. If things do not go your plan or your bias, like it's okay. So number one, we have to wait for the 15 minute, and then wait for that first fair value gap. And I'm kind of scared to write this because I'm gonna have to stick to it. And my bias, I'm confident in bias. I'm confident in bias and bias because of that. Number one would be the SMT divergence on the higher time frame. That was very clean. The SMT divergence on the SMT divergence on the higher time frame. That was very nice. I'm not gonna lie. The on the higher time frame is really clean. So that's kind of giving me that confidence, like, okay, price might want to buy today to the upside and probably fill this big 15-minute fair value gap. So that's where my head is at. Um, let's see will we use this. Maybe do some damage, take out that London low. If not, price might want to continue and come to the sell side liquidity that we have right over here. These nice relative equal lows, because now I created more relative equal lows. So this could be looking at it, I'm not gonna lie, zooming out now. Look, price going up and then continue selling off would be the ideal play. Not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. But I think it might want to sweep out people that are in sales already before continuing to come for the sell side that we have right here. That's just my thoughts. Look at the daily again. Yeah. But let's see if we start with the liquidity price sweeps off first and then we'll work off that. Right. So the market opened now and let's see what we got. If price respects this midpoint, and then okay, probably wanna sell. So that's usually a nice play where price comes to midpoint of the opening range gap and then reverses off that. Yeah, but let's just wait for that 15 minute. That 15 minute will tell us everything that we need to do. It will tell us. We're waiting for that first fair value gap. Let's see what this 15-minute candle wants to do. And then we'll play off that. So now let's just be patient and see what the market wants to do. So now I am confident in bias. because I'm not gonna, bro. Low-key stuck on 50-50 because yeah, the cells would be the cells would be clean, but it's fine. I'll stick with buys. So let's see what the market does. Stick with buys. Okay, at the midpoint of the opening opening range gap. Oh, this is not. This is yeah. This could be the Judah swing. Respect the midpoint and then reverse continue itself because of this. Then relatively go has lows. Sorry, and we're not far off the London high right there because we might sweep the London high and then reversal. So I'm how do I put this? I want a nice way to put this. I could be right in the sense of buyers taking up people that are already short, and then it continues. Because I'm like genuinely going off the premise of um this being swept already in the SP 500. It's not. It's literally still intact. So let's just wait and see what the beautiful market wants to do. Red Nasty, Mr. Nasdaq. So now for this 50-minute candle. If this 50-minute candle closes above, if it closes above this, then you would take the buys to the upside, the London high, then we have this primary buy side. Whoa. So here we're still looking around the midpoint right there. There's no aggressive movement. Still respecting that. Correction. Just generally be doing the damage. Let's look at the USD. USD as well has this big 15-minute candle. Mm. Sweep down. I'll be more confident in sales if you go below this. But for now, let Nazi do its thing. We're respecting that midpoint right there. Then we have this fair value gap. I like how price is respecting this midpoint right there. Let's see where we go below this. I'm not really sure if I'm gonna convince the first value gap yet, but for now I'm gonna declare it as the what's the date? Yeah, as the okay. I see our SMTI versions. It's like if price closes below this, you could use this to short. We're gonna wait for the 15-minute. Let's not rush any damn. Let's not rush any. Stick to my bias, bro. Yeah, I'm not so confident about this one. It could genuinely, like genuinely, you could use it as a first for value gap. Ugh. Bum, bum, ba, bum, ba, bum. Depending on maybe this closes, this could be our first value gap. At the best, it has like a better displacement, unlike this one. Let me see. All these These are suspect, bro. And look at these. We have this open. This opening range cap is open. I know there's one last week, the London high. Okay, price is gonna use this for early gap. Watch this one. I think. Okay, wait. I'm gonna do this. Let's be careful of this. We have 2 minutes left. Let's see, can we get above this? Right. Let's see if you can get above this. If you can close above this in a 15-minute, and then the next candle, we wait for it to come back, do the damage. Let's just wait and see. Oh my, real good. This could be seen as the first value gap. This one right here, because no broker, it's relatively larger. It's seen as larger. Movement left. Okay, we closed above. We closed above it. This is what we wanted. So now I want to see it close back above this and then retest it, and then we can use it to buy. Pause the sweep the blend then. I'll put my on. I need to get ready. Let's see what I get a retracement back into this. A nice aggressive drop there. I'm gonna go for buys. I'm gonna go for buys. First TP on the 15 minute. I went for buys. While price was just dropping down there, I was going for buys. So I got filled like okay, tapped into that. It's like got filled around there. Right now my stop loss is like here. Wait, okay, you guys cannot see that. Okay, for safety, I'll explain that later. And then I do have my I'm looking at the 15 minute. I'm thinking about my main TP to be these relative equal highs right there. So I'm gonna put that TP1. It's gonna be one of these relative equal highs up there. And then the second one be like just below that. And no mountains are high enough. Yeah, let's see what happens. I'm risking like $30 on this trade. Oh, for you guys to see. Load up. There we go. I don't know if I can't zoom in that for you guys to see properly. So yeah, let's just see how this trade goes. I mean, drawdown right now like $25, bro. Let's see what happens. So there's like a fair value gap there. I don't know if you guys can see that, bro. I don't know if you guys can see that. Trade. I think it's just better if I put it on trade. Okay, I might have to restart this page. Okay. Yeah, it's close to my stop loss. You guys can see there. Uh, if you guys can see here. So yeah, I put it, there's a wick here, right? And I got stopped out. This wick, I used the midpoint of that wick, and it came back into this. And during the macro, it might just go up, bro. It just might just go up on us. I just got prematurely streamed. Bro, look at that. Look at that stop out, bro. Bro, Nasdaq is bugging, bro. Nasdaq is bugging. Let me show you guys. Look at the stop out. I don't know if you guys can see. Flip. Flip. I don't know if you guys can see. I might do a re-entry, but you guys can't see. Let me pause it and then uh um that's not good. Um or I came right at it, bro. Right at it. Low key. Low key personally, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. Low key should have just been a little bit more patient and wait for it to come more at discount. Maybe come into this because this is there as well. And we have this order block right over here. So yeah, chat. That's one loss so far on the day. We lost. We lost. Okay, let me try and fix so you guys can see on the thing. Hold on. Okay. If you guys can see this, you see I got stopped out right to the tick, bro. Right to the tick, right over there. We're not in for bias. I could have been more patient, to be honest, waiting for Bryce to come back properly in there because we came right into this discount value gap. So yeah, and now we're just wandering around. Because to be honest, if it closes above this, I'll go for bias. I'll go for re-entry. But for now, your boy got fried, bro. I got fried. I got fried on the account. Took a loss there. Johnny could have been more patient. I'm not gonna lie. I just actually waited for price to come back down there. Let me see something. Okay, we came back to this first value gap. Nazi. So we lost $33. One of the profits of yesterday. I really want to re-enter buys, bro. I really, I believe in it so much. I think we should. I haven't pressed any button yet. You guys want to see that? I didn't. I didn't. I'm gonna go for bias so you guys can see that. I went for bias. Again. TP, same one. And then let's see how this goes. As the trade goes higher, I am gonna adjust my steep stop loss to this low right there because we lost 33 plus. I'm just counting like if I were to lose this already. If I were to lose this, be 13, 23 ish. Yo, 60. Yo, that would be bad. So let's see. First one is up there, $26. So let's just see what happens. So we just want to see at least TP. Down to the 1 minute, this high right there, this one, and then TP2 is these are the typical highs above. Let's see what happens. First trade loss, bad stop loss. Not gonna lie, but charge it to the gang. I did wait for that. I did wait for that. Now the question is, which one is the first one? I got pulled around there. My stop losses are like there. I think the second one did. Let's see what happens, boys. So I think this is we could relatively count this as the first one because let's see what happens. I want to lower my risk to these lows than that because I wouldn't want to see price come to those lows. So let me do that in front of you guys. It's gonna be how much? $10. Yeah, because we cannot afford to lose anymore. It's not looking good, boys. I'm not gonna lie. So we lose this trade, we lose $54 on the day, which is below the breaching amount of the account. But then we'll still be good on the account because then we'll be down only $10 drawdown. Yeah, $10. I know it's gonna only be $10 drawdown because currently only $10 in profit as we speak. So yeah, we created these relative equal lows above highs. Sorry, above. Yeah. So yeah. So yeah, let's just wait and see. See the side. Changing. Yo, hopefully it's not gonna stop us out coming back into this, bro. You guys see that? Into this. You do not want to see that, but that's like the worst thing to happen. So it's just joking us, bro. Keeps joking us. I don't like this. But hey, I made a decision to go into a trade. I'm gonna trust it, and we gonna see what happens. This has been consolidating. It went up a bit. Ah, mm, mm. This is getting so tedious. You're having like a kind of slow grind up. See, like this low, like this one higher, like this one slightly higher. Don't want to see those get broken, bro. Just then that's not a good sign. Chat 10 minutes. Uh, we have 10. I mean, 2 more minutes and then we're gonna hop off. Bargain, bro. 10 minutes until the macro's done. And then I'm gonna hop off. And then you guys will see whether the trade panned out or not. Alright. So yeah, look at the entry right now. Hopefully we get like a push or something. This is getting tedious, bruh. It's not this area is scaring me. This consolidation is so bad, bruh. It's so bad. Ah. Oh wow. Just have to let it play out. Let it do what it gotta do, and then we have a minute left. Yo, that was a crazy candle. What's going on? You guys see that, right? Okay, let's give it a minute and then I'm gonna hop off. Let's see what I get stopped out or not. Feels like it's taking forever. Forever, forever, forever. Forever, forever. Almost had to stop loss. And I got stopped out. Oh wow. That's it for me for the day, guys. I'm done. Two losses. Two losses today. I'm gonna take my L with grace. The account is only $12 in drawdown. It does back and forth, bro. But yeah, I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow and we see what the market has to give us. Take care. Cheers.